Hey everyone, I'm Paul Pomerleau. This is my 2014 Victory Cross Country Tour. Today I want to change the rear brake pads. Very easy to do, and all you're going to need is one tool, an 8mm socket. So let's get started. There's different ways to do this. I'm going to show you how I do it. I jack up the bike and I strap it down. It just makes it easier for me. I've also removed the left-hand saddlebag. Again, it only takes a few extra seconds, it gets it out of my way, and it's easier for me. Plus, in this case, I need extra room for the camera and additional lighting. This is your brake caliper. It's got two pistons on this side of the bike. We need to push those pistons back in to make more room for the new pads. Some people like to take a flathead screwdriver, put it in between the rotor and the pad and gently twist it, forcing the pistons back inside. I personally don't like doing that. I know the rotors are tough, but I just don't like putting metal on metal. So how I like to do it is I simply put my hand in front of the caliper, grab the saddlebag guard, and just push the caliper in, and then you can see you've got plenty of room now to work with. There's a bolt right here that goes through the caliper, through the pads, and over a spring clip. We're going to use our 8mm socket, and we're going to undo that. Because of the spring clip, I'm going to push down on the padding to be able to remove the bolt. Now normally I grab these from underneath the bike, but because the camera's there, I'm going to take the outside pad and just simply take it off. And we'll do the same for the inside pad. This is the original outside pad. You can see there's no additional backing on it. The inside pad has an aluminum backing on it. We're going to have to remove it and put it on the new pads. I picked up some EBC brake pads model number FA196V. Now the hardest part of changing the brake pads on this bike is getting this part into the caliper. At the bottom side of the caliper is going to be a pin that this sits up against. You can't even see it unless you remove the caliper off the bike. But this will slide into it, and the only way you're going to know that it's in and in perfectly is when you put that pin back into your caliper and it lines up through the holes. Remember, the one with the tin backing goes on the inside. I put a little bit of synthetic grease on the O-ring at the end of the bolt. I'm going to push down on the pads on the spring clip, and I'm going to feed the bolt through, and I'm going to use a torque wrench and tighten this down to 120 inch-pounds. Now before you lower your bike and take off for a ride, remember, you're not going to have any rear brakes at this time. Your pistons are still wide open. Go to your brake pedal, pump it gently, don't push it all the way to the floor, just pump it gently, closing the pistons until it grabs the rotor. And then test your brakes in your garage. Better do it here than out on the street. So that's it, a new set of brake pads on the back. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Have fun, be safe, and we'll see you next time.